Hi, beautiful people. I'm a little exhausted today. It was all good. I hope that you're having a beautiful day. For me, it's still Wednesday, so I hope that you had a good day. I titled this loosely. I just said let's talk about it, so I could chill with you guys a little bit and just talk. Give me a second to gather my. Oh man, I can wait. What's good, Chakra King Black? I need to do something, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna take what's good with you, Chakra King Black. I'm just chilling with you guys for a minute. I have some time to talk to you guys. It's been a long day. So you guys, I did that interview earlier and I was so nervous. Thank you guys that hung out with me and that showed me support. I was nervous. What's good, Sassy Francis? This is a loose live stream. I didn't even title it. This is my hangout with you guys. How are you tonight? So I was nervous for a lot of reasons. Number one, I was over there with Sonetter and the conscious community where I started out on YouTube anyway. One of the places. Hi, Daniel. And it's been a while since I really sat down and spoke with him, especially, now. And I was nervous because I had a feeling that I knew he was going to ask me. I actually knew the questions he was going to ask me, right? He gave it to me today. But like I told you guys before, usually when somebody asks me to come over, even if it's about myself, because it was like a one-on-one with Miss Nicole, right? Politics always comes up. No matter what the conversation is, no matter what you come over here for an interview. I told you guys I was doing a women's panel not too long ago and politics came up. When I get over there, y'all be wanting to debate me over my policies. Oh, my policies. Now I got to tell you guys some stuff. All of you that try to debate me on my policies against Trump. So far, I mean, you haven't been able to tell me anything that's really what you don't like about him. Nevertheless, that's why I was nervous, because I was waiting for it to come up. And right when I thought we were done with the conversation and I was out of there, he's like, what do you think about what's happening in the world? And here we go. So that's just Daisha. Daisha, I gotta talk to you. Hi, Claude. Claude Jerome. Hey, my friend. Hi. So I was so nervous, but those of you, I saw your comments. I wasn't on my channel, so that's why, and I was nervous. So, but just know that you made me very happy. I thank you for your cash apps. I thank you for your donations, and I just thank you guys for telling me that it's gonna be okay. Breathe. Dovey told me to pick up my girls. I'm thinking, are you okay? Some of you. But my moderators got it together. I didn't have to worry about it. My moderator was right there. Zap, zap, zap. Some of you women do a lot. You guys do a lot. Didn't Dobie try it? What's wrong? They should. I got you. You know my mods be everywhere. They should. I know. So they should. Yeah, she's like, pick the girls up. I'm like, why? Jerome. Let's go. Really good interview. I'm proud of. Oh, thank you, Chakra King Black. Did you see it? I was happy. I'm good. Sassy, I'm just chatting with you guys today. I'm going to play a little part of that interview because I told you, I'll talk to anyone. I'm forever learning. There was a guy that jumped on the panel that had me thinking about some stuff. And there was some things about Donald Trump that I usually don't talk about over here. And I'll play a little bit of that for you. I'll play it. Because I told you, I don't like everything about Donald Trump. It's just that the things that I didn't like about Harris, there's no way in hell I would ever have voted for that. I don't give a damn if she's a whatever race she is. I'm not going to vote for you just because you call yourself a black woman. I'm not going to do it. But as far as the interview goes, I felt really good. I was nervous. Some of the questions he asked, I haven't really thought about those things in a long time. And I was glad that you guys can see a different side of me. I'm going to invite them over here. So if you guys have questions for me, if you want to have a conversation with Sonetter, I'll bring him over here and you guys can ask him questions and get to know him. and what they do over there on their channel. I think we can bring them over here now. I think. So let me show you. Tyler, what's good? Man, you guys, there's so much to being online. Like, you really have to have thick skin because people will try you. But I gotta teach some of you how not to give a damn. Let me play part of this for you. But I was thinking of. Hang on.
Said, I don't think you realize that I am in Sonetter's chat right now.
This guy caught me off guard, and I wanted to adjust it.
How you doing?
All right, I'm Suntan. I got one question for you. Through Trump presidency, what do you got to say about him, like removing blacks, removing statues, and erasing our history, so to speak? And then when he say things like, we need to bring good white people over here from Sweden and stuff like that and leave the Africans over where they at. When he say stuff like that, how did that make you feel knowing that you support him and he's kind of, being divisive? What would you say to that?
I don't like everything about the Trump administration.
Did I just
Those
miss
things
this
are
question?
problematic.
Okay, you guys might need to hear. I don't like everything about the Trump administration. I'm well aware that I am that was Suntan. I was well aware. I'm well aware of the things that bothered everyone else. And let's see how I answered it.
But Donald Trump can't really act alone on certain stuff like that. I know that it's harmful for some people. But a lot of things Donald Trump says, number one, he trolls a lot in some of his language. And that's not funny for a lot of people, especially when you have a sensitive subject like that. I'm well aware of that. As far as not bringing people in from African
Mama
countries,
Body.
I don't think we can deny that there's a lot of fraud that happens in some of these countries with these romance scams, and we've lost billions of dollars to fraud in other countries. But I can't say that Donald Trump has said those things because I have.
Okay, you guys. Usually, if you've ever seen me go on one of the political channels and do a debate, we have the questions in front of us, and it's really hard when a bunch of people are going to ask you a bunch of questions.
I've heard Donald Trump say that he's not going to let people from Africa and other places come in, but he does talk about countries where a lot of fraud happens and takes place.
Okay, well, you probably, I don't think you missed what I said, but what I'm saying is he actually said that we should bring some good white people. He's actually used that verbiage from like Sweden and all the other states, and that right there kind of show you his position. And again, like on his policy on making America great again, when he say that, and now we pay him starting wars, he said he wouldn't start, and then making the economy better, and saying it gotta be worse before it get better. But it seems like
I'm just hanging out, Johnny.
Worse, and when is the better gonna come? And then the fact that he's a billionaire doing all these deals. First president.
Thank you, Jerome. Shout out to you. Thank you, Jerome, my friend. What are you doing, Johnny?
Because I'm 66. First met president, mind you, I saw making all these deals while in the presidential office, like the crypto coin, selling shirts. He doing all of this sort of stuff, enriching himself while middle class black people, and I just say, I'm gonna make a blanket statement. All people, because he had, they was questioning white people at gas pumps, middle class Trump voters, and they was asking them how do they feel about him now, and they was like, they just regret.
I did enjoy the conversation with him. I hear people are saying about the gas prices and things like that, but the prices of things have changed during the Biden administration, and Donald Trump did not say. Did I get to the part about Africa, you guys? I kind of got lost. Donald Trump did not say that no one from African countries can come over here. Donald Trump has talked about fraud. A lot of people have been complaining about fraud. but he spoke about South Africa. He spoke about other places. But that's not saying, he's also said that there's good people in places, but you guys kind of have to listen to the context of things. Donald Trump has been hitting fraud heavy. Yes, I use 93 gas. What's good, Wow Wayne? What's good? So, what's cold, Daisha? Daisha, I really wish you just tell me how you really feel. This is a very transparent chat. I got the screenshot of how you really feel because somebody had something to say about it. Oh, did I forget to drop a link in my chat? I'm sorry. This is a loose stream. I guess I could. Let me listen to this. That's code for what? Who sent it? No, I'm not gonna tell you who sent it. I can't tell you. I'm not gonna tell you that, but I have it. Well, I don't really care telling you who sent it. Like, really, I don't know these people that send this stuff to me. I'll read it to you. So Donald Trump has a lot of people saying a lot of things. But if you guys think the alternative was better, you are mistaken.
Voting for him and all that. Did you ever get to that point?
Thank you.
When you regretted like voting, or you still even on his policy?
I would never vote for somebody that preached about the things that the Harris administration was teaching.
Thank you, Wayne.
I would not vote for anyone, Republican. You're not gonna get it from a Republican nor a Democrat if they preached about, if they were for open borders. So what other option did I have? Kamala was talking about, and not only that, things too. One of the things that mattered to me and a lot of other.
You coming on a panel like that?
I'm not scared to cam up. You better ask somebody. But let me tell you, how you doing? I'm about to get ready to go to bed. I gotta get up at 4 a.m. Central Time. But let me tell you something. I need you to get up on that piano and a man play that sound.
Justin, you guys know you crack me up. Deisha said he's handsome. I have handsome guys in the chat.
Under 18 have gender reassignment surgery. I hear the things that you're saying. I'm saying, okay, I'll give you that. Now, South African countries where Trump was talking to, well, let me ask you, let me say this now. I have a question for you. When you take a child,
okay, you guys don't need to listen to all this. Anyways, I have a lot to think about that. I think that was a good exchange. I meant everything I said about relationships. He asked about, the power dynamic in a relationship and economics and things like that. Things that we don't really talk about over here. But there's more to me than politics. And I do believe in people over policies. So I'm very caring. Yes, I am a conservative. Some people might say I love Donald Trump. I don't say all that. I just say I'm conservative. And you know what? But so far, none of you are able to really, Justin, none of you are really able to debate me on my beliefs. And you can't really say what exactly about Donald Trump you don't like. That's why I'm not afraid to go into your spaces and talk about politics. I'm not afraid to go in your spaces and have that conversation because I stand by everything that I say. And I can say that the guys made points that made me think about it. And I appreciate those conversations. But, that's just it. Remember everyone. Oh, thank you, Wayne. So what else? Okay, Daisha. It's not really important, Daisha. But I know that you really don't, something along. It's not important. I'm not even about to comment on the comment that you said earlier. It's not important. I'm not worried about it. I just have to ignore a lot of stuff from people. But some people, I realize that when they come into the chat, they loosely support me because of my views, or they think that, what is it that they said? I don't know if she really thinks like that or if she's acting or whatever. I find that offensive. I don't need to act in front of you guys. I think that conservative people like to be able to speak about conservative things. And I provide a space for conservatives to think about, to talk about conservative things. You did say that. Well, at least you owned it, Daisha. Because I didn't even say you. I said in general. Justin, good night. Good night, Justin. Scout passing through. Thank you. Can you hit the like while you're here, Scott? Thank you so much. Thank you. Jose says, misunderstood. Keep on moving information. Jose, I'm going to. Scott, I will always provide a safe space. I was trying not to hurt your feelings. I don't need you to try not to hurt my feelings. They should just be real with me. Because this is what I see from a lot. This is for Daisha. Let me put Daisha's comment up here. This is what I see. And I feel this from a lot of people. It's like, my commentary is, this space is open for everybody. We can all speak. But it's definitely, I hope that the conservatives can feel that I provided a space for them to express themselves. Sometimes it gets racy, sometimes it gets heated, but I invite it all over here. I invite it all. I love it. You're not going to hurt my feelings, but when you say things and others, let me just pull up your comment. Let's pull up your comment. Daisha, let's talk about it. Okay, let me go to her messages. I have it here. My folks be everywhere. They be like, MU, check this out. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. I try to support MU, but the delusion with her politics, I don't know if it's an act or does she really believe that. What delusions are you talking about? What delusions are you talking about? If I play you a clip, Jose, I don't mind it. When I tell you that people mention MU all day in their politics, they either talking about my politics, I did mean to change my outfit before I came live. I mostly wore this for the interview. But I don't mind it because I get tired of people talking about conservatives are racist. Conservatives are, look at Voltaire. Voltaire. I'm gonna address Daisha for a second. What's good, Voltaire?
Give me a minute.
Take your time. Okay, let me address Daisha. Rich, bless up. The reason I said that in the chat said something that Trump said about black people. I think it was Sassy. What did Sassy say about it? I didn't watch the stream, so I wouldn't know. And the only reason why I know what stream it was is because they sent me a picture. But I don't have time to be watching somebody's commentary. It was plain to me that Sassy is racist. Trump is racist. How? What makes Donald Trump any more racist than Biden or any other president? I don't see Donald Trump as being racist. I think that Trump says things that people don't like, and that's it. The guy on the panel, when I was doing an interview today, he talked about Donald Trump removing black artifacts and things like that. I don't really have an opinion on that. I mean, I do, but I don't really touch subjects like that. I just don't. Do I want him to remove artifacts? No. But there's other things like affirmative action and DEI stuff. I'm glad that he removed. You came on camera, right? You're on camera today. What makes you come on camera? Was he trying to come on camera? Was it an accident? You want me to put you in the chat? I don't know. I'm gonna let Voltaire get it together. So, but Daisha, here's the thing though.
All right. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay.
So what makes Donald Trump racist? Let's start there. That was an opinion, but I would never speak bad about you. I don't mind your opinion. It just I just felt like, Daisha, I wonder why you didn't just tell me that. You're in my chat a lot. I appreciate your support, and then you don't have to agree with my opinion. And you tear up the chat. I always tell you, you tear up my chat. I'm not looking for an echo chamber. I don't see. So which policy would be racist, Daisha? No, I'm not mad at you, Daisha, but what policy would be racist from Donald Trump? Chat, do you guys think that Donald Trump is racist? Oh, Voltaire, you're right here. Do you think that Donald Trump is racist?
No, far from it.
So, Daisha, you can't just say all of them. That doesn't narrow it down. There's nowhere for me to start with that. I have nowhere to go with that. So I don't know. You'd have to narrow it down a little bit more. Well, of course, they will say that in here.
Are you talking to chat or me?
Oh, I should have highlighted it. So I was asking you, and then Daisha says all of his policies are racist. So I was trying to. So why would you ask the KKK if they're racist? Voltaire is not the KKK. Voltaire.
What?
So
I'm the. Oh no. I didn't. I don't. I hope I'm not. Anyways.
I would not have the KKK up in here, Daisha. I would not. I don't see Donald Trump as racist. Donald Trump has hired blacks. He's friends with blacks. I think that Donald Trump is intolerant of ignorant people, and Donald Trump, and I'm not here to cape for Donald Trump, okay? Some people, I say that Donald Trump is a polarizing figure. Some of you may not agree. But
through his works and actions, and through his friendship, to be honest, like just plainly, like, yeah, you're right. He's not racist. He has a lot of black friends, and he does a lot for the black people.
That's what I say, Voltaire. And Donald Trump likes people that can relate to him, that can understand his policies, even if you disagree. Donald Trump has pardoned a lot of black people. He has stood up for them. He stood up for a lot of blacks where other people have turned their back on them, but people don't like to talk about that.
He likes people also who understand his humor. I think that's one thing that people don't understand the most. Where it's like, oh my gosh, he said this, he said that. It's like, that's just him, trolling. That's him being funny.
Yeah, some people don't really understand his humor. But no, I can't see him as racist. I just think that he doesn't sugarcoat things and he says things how it is.
Yeah. And I don't think people like that. Like, especially like, I actually live in Canada. Like, but I got a lot of family down.
Okay.
Yeah. I got a lot of family down in the States, and to be honest, American politics is world politics. Because you're the last bastion of freedom, the last bastion of strength, hope in this crazy times we're at. But fuck, where was I saying?
You're talking about how you live in Canada and how we're talking about Trump not being racist and stuff like that. I think that people are. I just think that sometimes people misunderstand some of the reasons why Donald Trump does things. If you look at the reasons why and how it's better for the country, then maybe you understand his policies a little bit better. They're just saying that her hope is fading fast. Okay, I understand that. And people are gonna have their opinions about what's going on, but there's so much that's going on in the world. You guys, I don't sit around thinking about who's racist and who's not, because I hear you guys talking about my chat all the time, calling my chat racist. My chat is far from racist. My chat is the most understanding, supportive.
Well, like to be honest, like what's the very definition of racism? Like, and let's not even, we don't even have to go to that. We can talk about what racism is that they're talking about, like the racism of yesterday, where you literally couldn't converse with a black woman without feeling sick, like they are lower class people. You don't want them around you. So the fact that Donald Trump even has, like he's friends with, and like, I think racist is just like snotzy is just a term used to basically tarnish the person you're talking about.
Donald Trump has granted clemency to blacks that he felt needed clemency during his first term and his second term. I don't think a racist would do that, and he's done it without even advertising it, without people. He didn't come live saying, "Oh, I did this for blacks" and all that. He's done a lot. He's given it HBCUs, and he's done a lot. But I feel that he removed policies that would divide the country, that would cast doubt on black people, including affirmative action. I had a problem with that, and it's not blacks that really benefited from programs like DI and affirmative action. So he got rid of some.
You have a problem with affirmative action, or you have a problem with him being against it?
Am I for affirmative action?
Yeah, what's your problem with affirmative action?
I feel, they put a black face in front of these programs. With affirmative action, number one, we're not the ones that really benefited from it. The best person that's qualified for the job should get the job, and we
Okay,
just
yeah, no, so we agree. Yeah, no, all right.
we don't need it. We don't need it. We're not the ones that really benefited from it. They like to say, "Oh, this is for blacks," but blacks
No,
was not
actually,
that benefited from affirmative action.
no, it was actually it was the shitty people who created the idea, and it was the white liberals. They fucking benefited from it, and nobody else. And it was their fucking idea to begin with.
So with affirmative action, did it or did it not cause problems between the races? Because
Yep, first and foremost, yes. That's the most obvious
and
part.
it was
Yeah.
used, and it divided the country even more. Why have it? Why have it in the first place? Yes, make sure. I mean, I'm not saying that there's not obstacles in this country, and I'm not saying that this country is perfect. But yes, I did have problems. I have no problem with getting rid of affirmative action. I just don't. Racism is a complex issue that encompasses individual prejudice as well as systems. I agree. Oh, she's giving you the definition because you asked for it.
Oh yeah, fair enough. I guess I was on a little,
Hey, damage.
I was riding my wave right there, so I was just like, "What's the definition?" It's like, actually, that doesn't even matter. We can concede whatever definition. But they're talking about the old definition where you must hate and want to kill black people, and that's not obviously the case. If we can commingle, have friends, and be business partners with people that are not the same skin color as we are, so they're that's why I said they're insults that hold no weight, because it's just they're just hurling the worst thing they can think of at you.
Him asked, was the DEI theory racist? They fired all the black people in high-profile positions across America. DEI did not help black people. It was not used to help black people, but they love to push these. They love to put black faces on anything that they want to push on America and say that it's better for the country. They did that with the Me Too movement. They did that with affirmative action. They did that with welfare and all of these things, which is why we get the welfare queen, which blacks are not the highest benefactors of welfare. It's not. It's the white woman. It's not the black woman. But what do they do when they want to push these programs? They put a black face on it. Now, I don't have a problem with people needing help sometimes, but as far as these programs go, DI, affirmative action, things like that, this country is already so divided by race. I do not need help getting a job. That if I want a job and I'm qualified for the job, then I can get the job.
DEI actually made things worse for black people, because it basically they kiboshed the whole education system, because they're like, black people are doing worse, so let's just not even we're not even gonna grade everybody the same. And so now you got pilots and stuff who can't fucking do the jobs, and this is what Charlie Kirk was trying to get to, right? It's like I know he lost his life saying these things, but but I'm not trying to be racist. Obviously, I'm saying that when I'm on a plane and people have been pushed through, doesn't matter what color, race you are. Like if it's white people, if they lower the standards, for white people to become air traffic controllers or anything like that, like or pilots, let's say, like they couldn't pass a test, they couldn't pass like that, and this is what they were doing for black people through DEI. Then obviously you're gonna question the pilot that went through, that is possible to go through this program. And because the program is what for black people, then
Charlie Kirk said, he's repeating Charlie Kirk's words. So he's not being racist. That's what those are the things that Charlie Kirk was saying. He's not, hey, Asabi, hey, friend. Now, go ahead. So if you guys didn't hear it, those are some of the controversial things that Charlie Kirk said.
Yeah,
that is racist. Exactly. That's what Charlie Kirk was saying. That was my point. But white women have been the primary beneficiaries of affirmative action policies in the United States. I agree with you, Daisha. So that's why I said get rid of it. White women do not need affirmative action. But when you talk about affirmative action,
they control things enough. They white women control things too much. To be honest,
they don't need to. They don't need affirmative action. What do they need affirmative action for? I was talking to this lady. And she's actually a friend of mine, and she was talking about the struggle of the white woman and stuff like that. I was like, man,
Oh
if I
no.
don't want to hear the struggles on the black woman, like, I mean, I do want to hear your struggles, but I damn sure
No,
don't
I
want
know
to
what you mean though. If like I don't
hear.
like you don't even want to. You being black, I don't even want to hear the struggles of a black woman. You think I'm gonna fucking listen to your bullshit?
That's
Is that
all
where
I'm
you come?
saying. And I was looking at her and
Yeah.
her tears, and I was just like, girl. And it's like, no, no.
Get out of here with that shit.
What's not true, Daisha? What's not true? Daisha, why are you calling, what part is racist? Listen, I don't like talking about race and stuff like that because it's very sensitive. And I never want to offend any of you guys with my views. I'm just talking about some of the policies. Because people, obviously, when you bring up Donald Trump, you're going to talk about racism.
Is the
So
racism going on in the chat, or is what I'm saying or we're saying racist? I don't understand.
I don't know if they're talking about us, if they're talking about Donald Trump. I don't know. DEI is for black people and not white people. It's hard to understand your question. DUI is supposed to be so that everyone is included, like, in things to make sure.
DEI, it meant to be inclusion for everybody except for normal people, basically, right? Like normal white people, but it could include it. It's going to be what is it? Diversity, equity, and inclusion, and so it meant to be for anybody who basically was the bottom of the barrel in their life sense, and that could be also paraplegic white people or whatever. But it ended up just being a reason, an excuse to manipulate the system.
Yeah,
just like I said.
Diversity,
so
equity, and
that the
inclusion.
merit meant nothing.
Okay, Desha. Okay, so it is a framework comprising of policies, programs, and strategies designed to foster representation. Let's see who benefits the most off of it. Who benefits the most from DEI?
From DEI? Well, obviously,
See,
I'd
know
say
you guys think I'd be making this stuff up. Let me read it verbatim. Studies show that white women have historically been the primary beneficiaries of corporate diversity, equity, and inclusion, often garner the majority of new leadership roles and opportunities. So nothing I'm saying is racist. Nothing I'm saying is racist. You may not like it, but I'm not going to come here and let me tell you something. Before I looked it up, I already knew the answer to it. That's why I told you before I looked it up. I'm not going to just come here with half facts. They put a black face in front of it. They'll say, oh, we're going to make sure that this person gets equal opportunities. I've never heard of a white woman not having equal opportunities. That's why I said we don't need the programs. The jobs that we get, we are overly qualified for. But when you have programs like DEI, it causes doubt in other people's minds. Like, oh, and they use that. Oh, this black person really didn't have this job. This deserve this job. This black person took this job over that person. So get rid of it because it's not benefiting us anyway. And that white woman doesn't need it. Do you understand what I'm saying? He lives in Canada. What this? Okay, you guys don't even. Okay, you guys aren't even understand what I'm saying. You're not understanding.
I have something to say about that, and the reason why DEI hurts black people the most is because when you're giving it's equivalent to participation trophies throughout schooling. Okay, that's where I was going through in Canada. In Canada, we don't fail people. We don't fail kids because this is a new fucking because of DEI. So to me, it's saying the government thinks that black people are so stupid that we should no longer have an actual level of intelligence, or should all just need to be the same, as the dumbest black person. When there's so many other the fucking black people are fucking what the fuck? This is bullshit because my kid's a genius and he should be rewarded more than the dumbest fucking person. But no, and we have an inflated education statistics. So if you look on the internet, it says that Canada has the smartest people on the planet, they're most educated people. But no, it's because there's no failure rate. You cannot fail. Your graduation is literally a participation trophy, and you go on to your parents or yourself, you take on a bunch of debt and you're just like, yeah, I'm gonna go take some gender studies and some shit like that. That means nothing, but it gives them some sort of moral or virtuous standing in the stupid little society that they live in, which is nobody local. It's usually just based online. But anyway, sorry, I kind of fucking obfuscated for a bit there.
I just realized I was muted. I love feeling your point of views. Damage, who's your question for? You don't believe there's minorities in Canada? Daisha, what do you mean, man? Oh, Daisha says, man, until you walk in my shoes, don't tell me anything about black people. Daisha.
What?
But we're talking about policies, though, so it's not that you guys.
I never said I'm trying to live in your shoes. If that was towards me, I'm just merely speaking facts. That's all I'm speaking. I'm like, I don't actually just like misunderstood. Like, we're trying to just speak facts and go with that, and then compare that through what is going on in the world.
And like I said, some of these subjects are touchy. It's hard. The conversation tonight when I did that interview, and I knew that Trump was going to be brought up at the end. I told you guys, that's why I was so nervous. I knew that Donald Trump was going to be brought up at the end.
Yeah, you did say that last night. You're like, I'm fucking nervous.
It doesn't matter what the subject is. Because you guys were like, why are you so nervous? I'm like, man, I don't know this. I don't know. Usually if you do a debate, they give you a subject, blah, blah, blah. But we're having a conversation. And I said, before I leave, it's going to come up. It never fell. So I still enjoyed my time. Shout out to Sonetter and his wife, Nepal. I had a great time. They're my biggest supporters. But they also are very conscious. And majority of their chat is against Donald Trump. So I already knew what I was going into.
They seem like great hosts, and they respect you, and I'm sure they love you.
They do. Not my policies. Sonetter we just go back. And so every now and again, he'll ask me to come over. I'll bring him over here for you guys to talk to. But at least he's willing to listen. And actually, I didn't mind. The guy that jumped on the panel was like, hey, I don't vote. He didn't vote for either person. But I felt overall it was respectful. I did see one comment in the chat that said that I was promoting white supremacy. I don't pay attention to comments like that. And it could have came from this chat. I don't know.
Like I told you yesterday, I'm like, why do you even pay attention to that shit? Like, those people are...
Oh, I don't. I didn't even address it because I'm not promoting white supremacy. Again, I don't like Republicans or conservatives referred to as racist, referred to as fascists, Nazis, and all the other things that they call conservatives. Conservatives are just conservatives. That's it. But they like to put these labels on them, so I don't even address it. Hey, Nicole, thank you so much for the super sticker, Lawrence. Rebecca would love to have you on her show. Her channel is called The Book of RLM. You are an inspiration to many people. Can you put that under one of my comments so I can look it up? Go ahead, Voltaire. You got the floor. Let me look up this person's channel. Thank you, Jose. Thank you.
I just want to say that like for the chat, like I'm not trying to actually create a position here or argue one. I'm literally just stating the facts, and that's what Misunderstood does all the time. That's why I enjoyed her content, because it's like these things can be argued about, but the facts remain. Like, this is what's happening, and there's certain oughts that a human being should do, you know, a reaction, I guess, to how these things are going on. And I'm a Christian, so if any hate comes toward me, I'll try to defend myself, explain myself, but I still love you guys. I'll fucking call you retarded. Like, I call lots of people retards. Yeah, and I don't know. I'm on X, God-sized void. You can find me there. I do the same thing. If I have an argument with somebody and, you know, I call them a retard or whatever, then it's funny how it's like, well, then you can't be a Christian. Oh, look, you're a Christian. It's like, no, that's cussing is not a sin. Like, and, you know, Jesus Christ was not this hippie guy that was made in the 60s.
Lawrence just sent me an invite. I think I'm on her channel. First glance, it's kind of hard for me to look at while I'm live, but she looks cool. I'll come over. What does she want to talk about? She looks fun. Sure, just let me know. Go ahead, Voltaire. I have to go to my community wall because someone is asking me to post a link there.
Oh, so fuck, I got a filibuster for a little while longer. Come on.
That's okay. It'll only take me a second.
All right. COVID. We could talk about COVID. That's a heated one too. Although I understand that there was many lives saved through the ultimate control and taking away of people's rights, I don't think that was right. I think that people should be able to make the choice. All right, thank God. That was.
I told you it wasn't gonna. You went into. That was so funny, but you did a good job. You guys.
All right, I'm just.
So I think my biggest thing, you guys, because I'm not here to defend my reason for voting for Donald Trump. I don't need to do that. Just like I don't ask you guys to defend your reasons, but if you ask me why, again, it's the conservative. We want our borders protected. Like every country wants our borders protected. I'm not for gender reassignment surgery at all. I'm not for butchering children under the age of 18. I want them to be grown when if they decide to change their gender, whatever, let them be an adult. And these things that we were pushing on our kids and that we were pushing on our country was sending this country the wrong way. I also felt like this country was becoming more and more divided politically, racially. There was a lot of things, you guys. And again, these policies that were in place, when I talk about DEI and affirmative action, if you actually listen to what I'm saying, it's causing whites to not. Okay, you guys, I'm not gonna look. I don't even want to hear your comments about this. Well, I do. Whites to look at blacks a certain kind of way when we are not the ones that benefit from it. So if we're not the ones that benefit from DEI and affirmative action, why do we need it? Why do we need people to second guess whether we are qualified for the job? We really don't. We really don't. I know that I have the job that I have now because I was able to finish school and get that job. And I just think that all of these things causes anger towards Black people, and we don't need that. We can compete with anyone, and white people don't need to feel any certain kind of way. If you treat me okay, I treat you okay, and that's just how it is. I don't care if you're white. I don't care if you're Black. If you rock with me, I rock with you. Period. I don't care what you are. And there was just a lot of things. Now, regardless if you're for Donald Trump, if you're not for Donald Trump, you know what? At the end of the day, he's our president. And if you really want to be involved with your local representatives, go vote. Because that's going to be the popular vote, and the state enforces the law. So it's going to be your local representatives that you really need to get involved with. Some people ignorantly say they don't vote because their vote doesn't matter. But if you're not even voting for your local representatives, then you really have no place to complain. Don't, just enjoy the ride. Because that goes by the popular vote, not the electoral vote.
Who's the fastest man ever, like back in the day? It was like U-Bolt Saint or something.
Who's the fastest man back in the day? Who is the fastest man back in the day?
Are you gonna research it? Like
absolutely, because I don't know. Yeah, let me see. So you want to know who's the fastest man?
Yeah, like in the 1940s.
That is a random question. Usain Bolt is
Usain Bolt. Sorry.
Oh, look at Rich knew. I didn't know that. Come through.
Usain Bolt. So like, he was highly hated because he was a Black man, and he happens to be the fastest motherfucker out there. And like that's ability, that's skill, that's who he was. And can you imagine that? Obviously he's gonna do good. That was a long time ago, but he's gonna do good. But then you have DEI, fucking Olympic running, And what you know, I mean, this guy, he gets disqualified. Like, what? To me, it's like you don't even talk about him. He's gone now. Like, not right, not at this moment. I mean, just he's gone now, and the problem is that the bar is set so low. It's like, if you could cross the bar, then you fucking made it. And I think that's the biggest problem with all of Western society. I think we need to have standards and regulations again.
I agree. I agree with you. And that's a great analogy. I love it. I love it. Not Voltaire. That's pretty awesome.
Thank you.
Said,
My brain's fucking retarded, so it just goes whatever way it goes.
No, you said a lot of good things, especially the other day. You know, you're talking about your wife and things like that. You said a lot of good things. Welcome, Krista.
Krista, good to see you.
Hello. How are you?
Let me read this comment real fast, Krista. She's a conservative content creator. And she is good. Yeah, that's what I got from first glance. Just have her send me send me an invite. Leave me some information on my community wall and just tell me when. Weekends are a little harder for me, but Monday through Thursday are kind of good, especially this week because I have some time off. But just let me know. I'm down. Especially if she's conservative. I would love to have a conversation with another conservative, like-minded. I'm down. Krista, thank you for the invite. Let me know. What's good? We're just chatting. I was talking a little bit about the interview. We're talking about DEI and affirmative action, and what are your thoughts?
We got no prompt. We're just kind of shooting the shit.
We're just shooting the shit. Yeah, Krista. Before I do another stream, just talking with you guys. Krista.
I just wanted to come up and tell you that I enjoyed you earlier. You look beautiful. I was so proud of you. You're handling it like a professional.
I was so nervous, Krista. I was so nervous.
Oh, you did beautiful. You did great.
I just want to let you guys down. I really try to represent well, and I was nervous because I wasn't sure what question they were going to ask me. But I was like, it was okay. So now there's a friend at the end of the day, and I'm friends with his wife, and after we started talking, I was like, I'm just talking to my friend, so it's good. It was cool. You said to her message about, oh yeah, I would love to meet her. Thank you, Lawrence. Thank you for that. I would love to meet her. Can my friend Krista come over and be in the chat? So yeah. I felt okay, Krista. I think that number one, they do a lot, and having a conversation over there, that's what you call a healthy panel. That's what you call a healthy, conversation where you make your guests feel comfortable. And I had fun over there.
Yeah, it was really nice. It was very. I was like, oh my God. I was like, either God answered my prayer that she don't be nervous, or
yeah, no doubt. I mean, like when I was watching, it's just like, yep, that's just you, and like you just defended yourself perfectly, and just I don't know, you're always genuine.
Right.
Yeah, that's what you get from me. I'm not going to, and I'm glad that you guys can feel that from me. That's why he'll ask me something, and I'm thinking, well, you asked, I'm going to tell you. It may not be what you want to hear, but you'll definitely get that transparency from me.
Yeah, it was really nice. The gentleman was nice too. He was very professional.
He was.
Yeah.
So Sonetter does a lot of things in his community. He goes out, he talks to people. They're very involved. And I knew the space that I was going into when I went over there. So I would be anytime. That's not my first debate. I've done debates over there, but when we're doing a debate, I have the questions in front of me. This was a sit-down interview, so that's why I was nervous, because it was kind of a shoot,
Yeah, it's like you don't get to have that adrenaline. It's like, we gotta talk with each other.
Well, a sit down interview, I could do that anywhere. If you just ask me about my life, that's fine. It's like I'm gonna, because
Oh,
I'm
okay, yeah,
gonna
you
do
got
my
something
story.
you got a lot to talk about, but if
Yeah, that's
you're
easy. But usually when somebody invites me to, when somebody invites me over there, I can almost guarantee that politics is gonna come up. And when it's a
yeah, I
free
get you.
topic like that, because anytime if you ever go into debates, there's a subject, there's a topic. When you're asking me for a conversation and you throw it on me, then you're throwing something on me that I haven't really, like. What if they would have said, "Hey, can you explain the big beautiful bill?" Well, obviously, if I go into a conversation, you're gonna debate me on that. I'm gonna freshen up on that. I'm gonna say, "Okay, we're gonna debate on this. I'm gonna freshen up. I'm gonna study and then go in." If you just invite me to your
I agree.
channel and then you say, so do you understand why I was kind of nervous? Because I knew that politics was going to come up and I was wondering what policy were they going to throw at me? Was somebody going to hit the panel and try to hit me with a trick question or something like that? And
Was it framed as a debate, like anything like that?
no. It was just a sit down
Okay,
interview. But
all
if
right,
it would
fair
have been a
enough.
debate,
Then like,
I wouldn't
hold
have been
on, hold on.
nervous because
I
I would have been
understand.
given the questions that they were going to ask. Like, you don't know
Yeah,
the
no,
questions,
yeah,
but you know the topic.
exactly. And I think that's what you need to understand, like through people that are good faith and bad faith. Like, if they don't give a fuck about you, if they're the ones that are like asking you these questions without any, like, oh, the statistics, all this fucking other shit, like that, and then you should be able to just shut them down. Like, this is supposed to be a conversation. Like I'm not trying to debate you. But that's just some advice for the future, I
Oh,
guess.
I appreciate the advice. I do. Um,
How did you feel about the guests that were you as comfortable with the guests as you was with the host?
Yeah,
You
we've done
seem to
actual
be.
debates before, and I'll start if you guys want. I'll share them with you guys. I haven't streamed them all. Um, yeah, usually what happens is you'll be invited, you'll be given a subject, and then you go on. It's not my first time seeing Reggie. The other guy, I don't really remember Sultan that much, but I'm sure I've seen him over there. I was comfortable with them. I'm comfortable in their space. I know the things that they feel about Donald Trump. I know they don't agree with Donald Trump, and sometimes the debates get really heated the same way they get over here. Think about it. It's they're into I'm talking about Donald Trump. Blacks, majority of blacks vote Democrat. So I already knew the space that I was entering.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So I knew that I was going to be the one with the opposing point of view.
Right.
But I'm 100% okay
Fair.
with that, Krista. I'm 100% okay with it. One thing about
Yeah.
me, if you ask me something, if you throw something on me that I don't know, I'm going to tell you I don't know. And then I'll take the time to
Yeah.
research it and we can revisit it at another time.
Well, that's why I commented when it was going on. I said everyone. I don't know. It was Doc. He's saying like, "Oh, I thought why is she nervous about this?" It's like, to me, it's because she's nervous because she actually fucking cares.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to me, that's what
care a
being
lot.
nervous.
And so I
Yeah.
want to represent that well. It's not like what I was saying in Deja earlier about the acting thing. Conservatives don't act. The ones that are true conservative, it's a lifestyle. I can tell a true conservative, within a few minutes of a conversation. I can tell if they just became one when Donald Trump got into office. I can just tell it's a belief. So when people are trying to change my belief, which is conservative traditional lifestyle. You guys heard me when we were talking about relationships and things like that. You're not going to be able to change that. Presidents are going to change, policies will change, but a conservative is going to stay a conservative. We're not going to become liberal. We're not going to become liberal because one day we woke up and saw the light. So for those of you that try to convert us, Victor, you can tell me if you disagree with me. Those of you that try to convert us, it's not really going to work.
I find that funny that they do, because it's that they try anyways. It's like a check valve. Like, once you figure out this side, it's like you're not gonna go back because it makes no sense at all.
No, was there a topic that I enjoyed talking about? You mean at the interview? I liked when he was asking me about relationships. I liked when he asked me, because those are questions I haven't really thought about. He kind of took me by surprise with that. Even though I knew the questions that he was going to ask, but I didn't know the angle. but I did enjoy talking about that. And anytime I could throw in my recovery or sobriety, I'm always gonna like that. So I'm always gonna find a way to tie that in because I see it as a strength. But when I say I see it as a strength, I use myself as an example. It's up to you to change your life. It's up to you to work. No one's going to give you anything. And I did the work and I changed my life. That's always going to be my message. So
your sobriety is a giant rock. It's actually like a it's a structural diamond. It's something that you had to form yourself through pressure, and and it looks beautiful to you. And so obviously you have to show that, because even like I like alcohol. I fucking love alcohol. I love smoking weed and shit. But it's like, to me, like, I don't want to do this, but this is my life. This is who I am. And if I was you, I'd fucking show the fuck off of that.
I love it.
That monument.
I love it. He was kind of surprised that I brought it up. Like, he told me, but he asked me about fear, and I was telling him fear is not always a bad thing, because it can also motivate you. Now, you can't let it cripple you, okay? It can motivate you to do better. And because I have a fear of failing, I have a fear of going back. I'm not going to read out to you guys, but I still take it one day at a time. But I work even harder. But I told you guys, I'm conservative. Did I turn to welfare? Did I turn to food stamps and all that stuff? No, I didn't want to get caught in that trap. No, I decided to do what I needed to do to take care of myself. So when I tell you I stand by my beliefs, I stand by my beliefs.
And to be honest,
because of that, I was able to overcome my situation.
After dealing with that, do you feel that it was the easier route?
Dealing with what?
Like getting out of like obviously it's going to be hard to not get into the fucking the welfare and hard all that, but do you not understand that that was the easier route to not get into that shit? Like just to work for yourself, it was like to actually like it's to me the easier route is to succeed. I think a lot of people they use some sort of crudgel. Some sort of.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Was it the easier route doing it like me without using any government assistance and stuff like that? Is that what you're asking me?
You weren't on welfare, right?
I never got on welfare. Never used it.
Fuck yeah. I guess that does change the.
I never did, because even at that state, because number one, I believe that people should get out and work.
Yep.
I believe that, and I got myself in that situation. I had to get myself out of that situation, and so I believe that for anyone. Now, I'm not blind. There are some people that need help, but it's not supposed to be forever, right? It's supposed to be a stepping stone to help you go.
We can change the subject to social security, which is ridiculous. The safety net should just be something that people bounce off of and get back to the the regular things. That you shouldn't have to fucking live your life, and you shouldn't enjoy living your life on this stuff. And that's what the Democrats pride on. Like they're like, this is our voters. So we'll tell them they get more stuff for free.
Yeah, and that's the thing. People don't understand. We are not a socialist country. Nothing is free, and it comes from somewhere. My biggest thing to people is I don't want to get stuck in a trap. And I've seen people, when you get all these benefits and things like that, you're afraid to get off of them. You're really living on a bare minimum. It's not like it's not great. And it just keeps
it's comfortable. That's all they get. It's bad, but they're comfortable.
And people get mad at me when I say stuff like that. But I became a better person because I had to. And I didn't want to get stuck in anybody's trap. Yeah. And
I feel like that's what changes that. I feel like that's what changes us from the other people, is the people that decide to stay in that spot they never get that point in time where it's like, you know, this is either do or die. I either get better or fucking, you know,
You
die basically.
Want it so bad, whatever it is. I meant to change that. Whatever it is that you're into or that you do that you want to change, like you've got to want it, and you've got to want it.
Want it like if you don't do it, you're gonna fucking not be, you know, like want it like there's no turning back, like there is no yesterday.
I think so naturally, right, Voltaire? Naturally, my mind just talking to me for a couple minutes, just like I'm talking to you, I would think, oh, that person is conservative. Not because we hate people, not because they're racist, but those kind of values was just part of it. All the and I'm not saying anything bad about the Democratic Party. I'm not.
Well, we're trying to tie back to the basically the morality or instincts of people who can understand conservatives and liberals.
Okay. Let me read something for you. And I get tired of the lies about the Republican Party. I do.
Gaslighting.
So this is what I was looking for. We're Republicans, right? To sum it up, prioritize individual liberty, traditional social values, and usually a strict interpretation of the U.S. Constitution. So all the other stuff that they try to throw in there, and oh, they hate America and they hate the poor. That's not true. None of that stuff is true.
No, but it's easy to say it's true, and they don't care if it's true or not. They get to label you that. It's warfare, psychological warfare.
Right. See, when they label you a certain kind of way, it invites other people to attack you. And when you put a name on somebody instead of, you know, like when you put a label on somebody instead of a name, then it dehumanizes you. And so when people attack you, then the other people feel it's justified, you deserve it, as if you all of a sudden lose your civil rights. And that's the problem with language. That's why I'm quick to say, wait a minute, conservatives are racist. Call racist the racist, but they're not racist because they're conservative. They're not racist because they're Democrat. That person could be racist. It doesn't mean the whole Republican Party is racist. So it's just language matters. And when you have when you call a conservative anything other than a conservative, then you invite that's hate speech. And that's why people don't mourn Charlie Kirk's death. That's why people don't mourn that CEO who lost his life, because people, instead of calling them a person, they will call them a racist or a fascist and say they deserved it.
They dehumanize them.
Perfect word. That's what happens.
And you know what the real problem is? You know, like I came by you by accident. I don't even know how I came. I was trying to be good faith. When I came in here, I think I was booted for some fucking reason, and you were like, "Oh no, you're good." And I did a couple super chats, like, "Yeah, I'm good."
You were cracking me up. But you were cracking me up. But Claude what made Claude so mad at you? I don't remember, but I was cracking. You really did crack me up. I was like, "Oh, my moderator has spoken." He's like, "Not tonight." But I don't know how you came across me, Voltaire, but I'm glad you did. You do offer an interesting point of view, and I enjoy you.
Yeah, I guess, like, fuck, I don't exactly know where I was trying to go with this. I'm tired as fuck. I've been trying to
go to
play
bed.
this stupid fucking game. But no, I enjoy conversing with you. But I think that fuck, where the fuck was I going with this?
I'm probably just as tired as I am.
But yeah, no, I like Claude. I fucking enjoy the shit out of his opinions.
23.
I mean, what the fuck's the other woman's name?
A woman that comes up? Do I have a woman that regularly comes up? Is she Democrat or is she Republican? That helps. I talking about Krista.
Democrat, I guess. Krista.
She was here tonight.
Krista. Yeah.
Krista.
Fuck, I like her, and yeah, I don't know. I guess
we're pretty chill. Over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of what the fuck I was trying to get at and get at something else. So I'm part of the like the verbal combat kind of crew. And
are you a gamer?
No, I don't. Like, I have no like channel or anything. I just
23.
I just I go into debate panels, verbal combat panels, basically, to debate people.
I think that's cool.
I've done that for the last, I don't know, half a year, and I'm just kind of sick of it.
I think it's cool. Yeah, right on.
I'm just like, I want to actually. I don't need like it because it's verbal debate, yes, but it's on whatever topic, could be anything, like, and the chat votes, and like any topic can be won however you fucking portray it as, right, however you frame it, paint it. So I'm just all I'm doing now is just I just want to relax. I want to just talk to people, have good conversations.
I love it. I think that's really cool. I love what you're into. I think it's cool. I think it's a good way to pass time, and just, you like having conversations. I'm always down for a conversation. So, I think you do well wherever you go. Yeah.
And actually, shout out to Confluence 358, I think it is. If nobody's heard of that guy, I mean, he's the one that got me to just start wanting to chill the fuck out and just talk with people. He's a small channel. Like, shout him out.
I like small channels. I'm a small channel, but he's I mean, you just talking to people, you're interesting. You should see how many times my conversations go bad. Don't worry about it. Don't take it personal. You just, if it stresses you out, just log off. But you're really interesting, Voltaire. So I'm glad that you're out talking to people and doing your thing. And who knows, maybe one day you'll start a channel. Like, who knows?
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, the one hardest thing is gonna have to be like you. Yeah, you're gonna like how many fucking retards have you had to talk to? And like, you bring up on panel, like, where does it start? Like, who do you bring up on panel? You bring everybody up because you're a beginner?
Yeah, some people don't do panels. They don't want, they just talk. And I just started talking to you guys more. I used to just do verticals all day until my channel got flagged. But it's not the first time my channel's gotten flagged. But I just think that you just have to find what works for you. Some people don't even go live. Some people just do uploads. So I don't mind debating people about my views because I stand strong in my views. You're not gonna hurt my feelings by the things that you say.
Do you mind, like, I don't know, like, is chat saying we need to go somewhere else, but I was wondering, like, how exactly did you start in this sphere and doing this thing?
I started talking about sobriety. I was documenting my sobriety journey. That's where my chat started. That's where I grew my channel, was that. And then once but that commentary is hard. That was hard. And then once I was healthy enough, I was always into politics. So I just literally switched gears. I would have stuck with the sobriety thing because we used to come up and we used to have like the best conversations. But I've always been into politics, and I would bring it up every now and again. When Donald Trump got into the office, people started to call conservatives racist, and I used to go on other panels and talk about politics all the time. But then when Donald Trump got in office, I would do it, and these panels would curse me out. I'd get kicked off the panels, and so I said, well, you can't kick me out of my own space. And I realized that conservatives were being silent. So then I came over here and I just started to share my policy, I started to share the news. And then after that, there was so many questions. I said, well, let me do a regular stream so you guys can talk to me. So it just kind of evolved. It just evolved.
I hear you.
So I didn't want to talk about, I mean, I still would talk to you guys a little bit like when I have a milestone coming up, but I'm all about the news, what's trending and what's happening right now.
Yeah, I love the evolution.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you understand it. That's why I said, when people come into the chat and they're wanting to, like the people that I'm meeting now that are like-minded and that can celebrate me today and we can have great conversations. I absolutely love it. It's some people can't switch their commentary because your channel's going to go through a change. People are like, whoa, I was following you for this, but I'm just not there anymore. And now I can really pursue what my interests are. And I've always been involved in the news. And once I switched, it's like the people that's finding me now, it's just kind of like my new community, my people. And I'm really grateful for all of you guys because
fuck yeah.
I'm so grateful because I was a little nervous, like what's gonna happen. But the people that surround me now, I thoroughly enjoy our conversations. I just do. Even if you don't agree with me, I just like the fact that we can discuss these things, and I feel good. I go to bed happy.
I have one warning that I see through a lot of influencers.
Oh, what's that? Tell me.
Just don't because look at your background. Like, look at all the shit you got around. Like, continue to be that person. Like, that's everybody else is being cookie cutter. Everybody else is fucking. Like that's it actually grounds you in the fact that you're not trying to be anybody else, or you're not trying to portray anybody else but yourself.
I appreciate you saying that. A lot of people that follow me, one thing about me, Voltaire, I never wanted to come across as this perfect person. Because I see that online and I know it's fake. I'm a content creator, and a lot of it, I'm not saying everyone, they want to show you just the best side of themselves and everything's great. Life is great for me, but I choose to show the good and the bad because I don't want people to, I know that there's people that can relate to that. I didn't want to come on as this person that has it all together because then I feel that some people may feel bad about themselves, and then some people maybe try to live up to this unreal standard that I set. I don't dress up coming on. Today I'm in a dress because I did the interview, but I just come on normal, and I want people to be able to relate to that. And the sobriety thing is always going to be a big deal because other people didn't come through it, and some people didn't get a second chance. They overdosed or something like that. And the family are struggling. So I felt like I feel that if you come on authentic, and I've been doing this for, I want to say 5 years now, 6 years. If you come on authentic, then people are going to relate to you and they're going to see that. And my commentary is not for everybody. It's not for everybody. But for the ones that enjoy it, I enjoy sharing it with you. Mm-hmm.
I love that. It started from basic beginnings of actual truth. Just your life, your exposed life. And look at you now. Like, you've grown this much. You got shit around you that actually, like, it's actually a mood. All of it. Like, it's not like you need a stupid fucking. It's you don't need some background that's CGI or anything like that. Like, that's just the shit just screams you. The shit that's all around you right now.
I don't use a backdrop. I don't use I don't hide behind an avatar. Well, yesterday I did. There's nothing wrong with hiding behind an avatar. But I just come on. And I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. And sometimes you guys will hear the craziest things, people coming up here talking about Iran is winning the war. I don't need to debate that. I'll let you talk. Okay?
I want to say that I want to say that you're probably you're like the most dangerous fucking types of streamers on any streaming service.
How's that?
Because you're not you're real. You don't can't you're not you nobody needs to tell you how to be. Nobody can force you how to be. Nobody can give you some money to be different. And I think
can't pay me to do
that's
anything. I take care of myself. I appreciate your super chats and donations. I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm telling you, a lot of these people online are lying to you. They're trying to rage bait you, or they have these luxurious lifestyles. I've met so many people, Voltaire. I can tell you a lot of these things are just not real. I didn't want to set that standard. I didn't want to set it for myself. I didn't want to set it for my audience.
Well, because it's a moral thing. You're actually a moral person. You Jesus Christ is within your soul.
He is. And when you're grateful for something, let's say you go through, there's so many things, man. You guys are new to me, but if you've watched me from the beginning, that's okay. I love the people that are new to me now. I do. But when I first started with the sobriety thing, I wasn't in a good space. But I've always, since I was a little girl, would set goals and keep those goals. So when I decided, hey, you know what, we're gonna document this, because when I was looking for things online, I didn't see anybody do it from the beginning. So I said, okay, I'm gonna do it. I started from day zero because I wanted people to see the transformation. So if you look at my videos from a year ago,
that's pretty fucking dope. Like, right? Yeah. You're like, nobody else is doing this shit. Fuck it, I'll do it.
Nobody else is doing it. They'll have like 3 years sober or a year sober, but I was on day zero.
You're gonna see physical changes.
Physical changes, the way that I would speak. Things were
your personality, your the way your body does certain things.
So I wanted people to see that, and you guys, if you guys see my emails and the people that were like, "Oh, thank you," it was just crazy because I didn't even really know what I was doing. But as time went by and people could see, I didn't want to be on here just say, "Hey, I'm getting sober and I'm really drinking all that stuff behind the scenes." Nothing wrong if you drink, but if you have a problem with it, it's something wrong. So as the time went by, because everybody said I was gonna make it, they were laughing at me. They were joining my chat just for the commentary. I had all kinds of people around me. But after I got closer to my year sobriety, they're like, wait a minute, 2 years, now you're starting to see things different. And you saw me go to school. You saw me go out and buy a new vehicle. 3 years sober. I'm like, whoa, this is getting for real. And now I'm hitting 4 years. So people got to see that transformation. But I wanted it. I didn't do it for a flex. I did it for people that was starting out like me, that didn't have anything else to go by. All I had was the amount of time I had sober. I would come on and say I got 1 year, not 1 year, I'm sorry, 3 days sober, 4 days sober, 5 days. So
can I stop you for a sec?
Oh yeah, sure.
The days that you were sober, instead of being drunk, you filled your time with being creative. You got a piano behind you, right?
I got a piano. Yeah.
You like what'd you do? Like what'd you do to fill your time?
Well, the first year I went through a heavy withdrawal. So I would come on and I could hardly even stay awake. That was like the first year after, long-term use. And as I started to get healthier, I'm not saying that I didn't get out of bed. Like after the first couple of weeks were the worst. First few months was the worst.
Yeah, no fucking doubt.
Bad. As I started to get stronger, then I went back into ballroom, Pilates, hiking, just things that would feel good. And I had to get my strength back.
Exercise in the body. Yeah. Because those things you don't need mind for. So, but they help your mind because your body's actually
just doing it even though I didn't feel well. And I kept telling myself, I said, one day I'm gonna get through it and I'm gonna talk about this even if I'm healthy. Even when I start talking about it.
So you're thinking things through even if when you're going through this thing. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I had goals. After 2 years sober, I'm like, whoa, my mind is coming back. And I wanted to get my mind healthy again and exercise it. So I never finished my psychology degree. So I wanted to go back to school. So I went back to school. I decided to do I got certified to get into healthcare, and I wanted to do it the fastest route. So I went to like a career college, got my certificate, graduated, started working, and now I'm finishing my bachelor's degree. And I'll be done with that. I have 2 more classes.
I understand that. Like God bless you for like you're
so it's like you have to put like little goals.
Your trajectory, you're going places, but I'm saying like what was that? Like how did you get to the medical spot?
Oh, okay. Because of how I was treated in healthcare, when people look at me, because when you're struggling with an addiction, it can be hard to get treatment because of the stigma. And I know
Okay, so that was just so you're like, when I'm gonna get good, this is what's gonna happen.
I wanted to be an advocate. I wanted to be the one to kind of check them in and make sure, and kind of be the go-between the doctor and the patient. I wanted to make sure that the process was easier for them. So I wanted to get my foot in the door, and that's how I did it. Yeah.
I see you. Fucking right on. What's up, Uncle? What's up, brother?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on? I'm not Voltaire. How's everything?
Everything's good right now. Yeah.
Misunderstood. You were incredible tonight.
Oh, thank you so much.
You were absolutely incredible.
Thank you.
Big up to Sarnetta. He was a wonderful interviewer. Good morning,
he did
Damage.
Do well, yeah. I was.
Yeah. Sarnetta is it's so funny because as we're talking, they're like, be careful with MU, blah, blah, blah. I have known Sarnetta for years. Sarnetta was one of my biggest supporters. And I like Voltaire. Voltaire came up here. He had questions. Voltaire is like, I want to know. It's like, okay, Voltaire, I'll answer your questions. But I just appreciate you guys.
Just asking questions.
Like, let's ask questions. No, it's okay, you guys. But
the best way to learn, right?
Yeah,
you got great answers. Misunderstood. Come on.
I don't mind it, but man, I was so nervous over there. You know how you're just nervous when you're doing something different, which isn't different. I can't explain it, but
you're at a fucking comfort zone.
Yeah. But I'm not going to turn down the challenge. That's why the person that came into my chat was like, hey, go over to this girl's channel. She wants, I'm down. Bring it. I'll come live and talk about how nervous I am, because I am, and I'll go over there. No, but I enjoyed Sarnetta. I enjoyed the questions that he asked. And I think you guys got to see a different side of me over there. I thought it was cool. That was cool. It's fun.
He knows a couple of my people. They are part of the Hebrew Israelites. He knows a couple of them. I know, in fact, I went to one of their debates. It was a few years ago. So I'm very familiar with him. He used to also be out on 125th Street. We would chop it up.
That's how I was telling Voltaire. They do a lot in their community. And that is not a Republican space, you guys, let me tell you. So bring MU into your space. I'll show you the light. But Claude, you knew that was coming.
Yeah, I sure did.
Donald Trump, and I was just like, okay, let's go.
He's smiling.
You guys, I could talk about Donald Trump all day, but I try not to. Except here. What'd you say?
I said you have.
Have I?
All day? No,
not all day.
Have you seen?
I'm being a little sarcastic.
Look at Aslan Gold. He streams night and day for a living.
But I've seen her growth. I've seen her grow from. I was in the clouds a lot, and I saw her grow before.
Didn't I share from the very beginning, Claude? From day zero. Yeah, day zero, you guys.
You've always been transparent. You've always been transparent. And that's one of the things that I like so much about you. and I've always had that respect.
Thank
And
you.
I don't know if you remember, there was a time where somebody was trying to say that you owed X, Y, Z, and I was like, no, I bet you, if anything, it's the other way around because she's helped so many other people. And we didn't even really know each other then.
I remember I did see that comment in the chat. I was like, oh, thank you. Yeah, I've never borrowed from anyone or anything like that. And there's just been a lot of things said about me that was so untrue. But I would hope, even when I was sick, I've always been one that believed in helping people, not just somebody online that's like, give to me. No, I pay it for it. I give a lot back.
I'd like to make an analogy. Like Uncle Claude, you just said, like, oh, we had our heads are in the cloud, right? Yeah, well, I think that misunderstood was actually just dirt. Like she was the ground. She just raised the ground that high. She's like, yeah, this is now where the fucking, this is like, to me, ground. That's where the growth is. And she's like, she just brought it up that high. And
Voltaire, I love that. I like that. I am, and I'm not saying, y'all, I'm not saying this to like brag or boast. I'm not saying that, so please don't get that. But I'm saying that because I stand on my beliefs. If you put your mind to something, everybody has obstacles. Everybody has some kind of obstacle. It doesn't have to be an addiction. It could be maybe I don't know what your obstacle is, but everybody has something, and it's up to you to overcome it. And I really wanted people to see it for themselves. Now, it's such a natural transformation. I was really happy to talk about politics and transform that. I was really happy because I stand by what I say. And you guys have heard me say more than once that I don't care about your race. I don't care about your struggles or what you came through. You can overcome it. So what better example than my life?
It's a logical structure. That's the thing. Like that's anybody like trying to anybody against the fact that it's an actual logical structure to fucking get to anywhere. Like it's just it's so stupid. I'm so stupid at the fucking stupid.
And you're gonna have people attack your character because you're going against the grain. You're not supposed to tell the secrets on YouTube. You're not supposed to tell whatever. I'm supposed to come on here, polish it up, and tell you guys how great and fabulous everything is, and post a bunch of fake pictures in front of fancy cars that don't belong to me and all that. That's what you're supposed to do. I'm not doing all that.
Yeah, chat. Fucking give all your money to Miss Universe. That's fucking like hurry up.
But I didn't expect. So even when I was, I don't know if Claude knows this part, but even when like I said, when I had a sobriety channel, and that's what we talked about. I was still talking about politics. And it was just like, I enjoy it, but I saw the fakeness and just, man, I can't come live and talk about politics because you guys are gonna cancel me. I have to hide this part of myself. And I didn't even care, but it's when I was seeing conservatives dragged in the mud and this racist card and oh, white people are bad and you did all this to I don't want to piss anybody off right now, but
it's to me it's refreshing to actually hear somebody like myself actually listen. I actually had to go through the shit that you did. Like it's just I asked questions in certain places that made no sense, and so their answers, which would have kept the even keel, it's actually no. It's like these are fucking stupid, like down under shit that I gotta still fucking comprehend and deal with and understand, and then I gotta go through the next thing. And so I like that's how I can comprehend it. I feel like that's how you lived your life as well.
Yeah, I lived my life. The problems that I can't hate people because they're white, and I know that I say things that people are like, "Whoa!" And you can't talk about that. You cannot talk about that. Just don't flag my channel, you guys. Come on. But we the problems that people have is in their own communities. That's why I say There's problems in the Black communities, but there's problems in the white communities. The crimes that you
That
commit against
that
each
is
other
actually true. Yeah.
are in your community. You harm the people that you live around. So you got to fix your own communities. You got to, those are the issues. And
I'd like to
so,
say that, like, if people who don't know white people, and they want to know if the white communities are bad, yeah, they're fucking terrible. They're absolute garbage. Normal people don't want to be in these fucking terrible fucking communities, just like Black people.
I know this is not going to happen. It probably won't happen, but I love, like, a lot of my family comes from Puerto Rico, right? And I know they always ask me my verticals, but I don't answer them. But a lot of my family comes from Puerto Rico. Puerto Ricans don't go by white or Black. They just call themselves Puerto Ricans, right? In other countries, you don't say I'm a white Chinese person, I'm a Black Chinese person. You just say I'm Chinese. I would love for Americans to get to a point where we just say that we're American. But I think that race is always going to be a big deal in the United States. And it's a big deal because it was made, it was created. There's no difference between you and I besides the amount of melanin in our skin.
Yeah.
There's no difference. What's the difference? And you'll have people, like Nick Fuentes. It's like, oh, whites are more intelligent than Blacks because it's biological. Some people are just rage baiters. At the end of the day, I'm not saying I disagree with everything he says, but the race stuff I don't get down with. But when it comes to race and it comes to intelligence, if you have access to school, to books, some people are self-taught. Like I said, I was an entrepreneur, but we are in the information era. We can learn whatever we want, and we can do whatever we want within reason. Now, don't be 50 years old saying I'm going to be a physician and you haven't even graduated high school. Come on, you got to
like, misunderstood. Like, how do we find it?
Did you understand what I was saying?
How do we find ourselves?
Differences and some of the things that he said, but you can do what you want to do, but what you can't do, well, you can, but if you make excuses on why it can't happen, you can't blame somebody else. And I really don't see how people can't understand that you have to want to move on from things. That's why I talk about what's happening today. You guys don't hear me talking about the past, really. You hear me talking about what's happening today, because that's what I care about.
Well, today is relevant, right? Today is relevant.
Yeah, but sometimes you do have to go to the past so you don't repeat it, and it does help you. Now, you don't stay in the past. That's the difference.
Uncle knows what's up.
I'm not saying that you, but
no, I wasn't. Hold on, I wasn't.
What is it going to matter to go back to the past today? What is? We can't change the past, Claude. So I don't know.
You're not getting what I'm saying. What I'm saying is there are certain times where you have to remember the past so you don't forget it and it doesn't affect your future. That's what I was saying. I wasn't saying, oh, we got to go to the past all the time. That's ridiculous. You can't stay in the past. Then you're stuck. That's whatever happened there. It's what you do after that.
Rachel, what's your argument, brother?
What argument? What's the argument?
You understand? They're not even teaching these things in school really anymore. They're not teaching our kids history like that anymore for reasons.
Yeah, that's a huge problem, though, because
you're getting to the point where we're
that like, you have to. The critical race theory thing makes no sense.
The way, what are you talking about? What are you getting at? MU.
What am I getting at? I'm just saying. Oh. I'm not saying that the past doesn't exist. I would be dumb to say that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that you can't go back to change it. So you make today what you want it to be. That's all. And I'm not saying there's wrong with channels that do talk about the past. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I tend to stick to what's happening right now. Doesn't mean that somebody else can't do it.
Oh, okay. I know what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. I have my hands full talking about today, and
Yeah, no worries about it.
And I think that when it comes to certain things, if how do you heal race relations in the United States? I don't know. I don't know. But I just think that if you
There's
just
so
see
many
people,
layers to that. There's so many layers.
It's layers.
There's so many layers.
Why can't but I think it's hard for both sides to listen to the other side. I think one side is afraid to offend, and then the other side is guarded and waiting to hear something wrong. And that makes a tense conversation.
I think both sides are doing the same thing.
And I didn't say which side was which. I did not say which side was which.
No, well, I wasn't what I was about to say. I think both sides have done a poor job of, and because they've been too scared, they've been avoiding. I think a lot of times, I think people have avoided it. They don't want to talk about it, and the more it's not talked about, I mean, if you let a wound fester and it's not treated, you could lose a limb.
Donald Trump comes in and pushes the envelope, and a lot of people are talking about race again, and he throws things in your face. I actually think that's the first part of healing. I think that he addresses things that have been problems, and it makes people uncomfortable. It makes people say he's racist, but then when you look at it, is he though? Is he?
Wait, hold on. Donald Trump has had more policies, and like he actually fucking did a lot more for Black people.
I was getting there. Mm-hmm. You're right.
So like,
I was getting look at Claude.
Because he's almost a walking contradiction in some ways.
He is actually.
I'll say that.
I can agree with you with that. But it depends on what your contradiction, your argument of contradiction
because is. There are certain times, listen, I could bring up, and I'm not even going to say it because I can already see you like, oh God.
You don't have to censor yourself on my account. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Because on the one hand, you can bring up the Central Park Five, but then, there she goes. But hold on.
Well, you can say one, and then like we can go to the other.
Let me finish, please.
No, I'm just gonna say, can you please finish? And what's your point?
My point is, but people never bring up the fact that he's extremely close with Mike Tyson, and he was one of the very few people who stood up with Mike Tyson when he was being railroaded with that grape charge. And he and Mike Tyson have maintained a friendship of over 40 years. And no one brings that.
Listen, I never want you to feel that you have to fix yourself.
You were just hiding your head 5 minutes ago.
I can't control my face.
You were hiding your head 5 minutes ago.
I can't control my face.
When I was going to say that. You did not see that one coming, and you were like, oh my God.
You caught me by surprise. I don't have a poker face. I'm sorry.
Now you don't have a problem. You see, when it's favorable, it's not. But but that's why I call it the way I feel. I call it right down the middle.
I did not say don't talk about the Central Park fight. I didn't say that. I said, you know what? I told my chat that I was not going to do that anymore. Voltaire did not hear me. I said, I'm not going to do that anymore. I said, Claude, I should have let him speak. So you're not going to get that from me. But what I will say is this. Donald Trump has given to HBCU colleges. He's given Blacks clemency. He has, to me, the things that was crippling the community, like I spoke about DI earlier and affirmative action. He's like, hey, get rid of these things. We were not the beneficiaries of it.
No, we're not.
But white people, and I'm not trying to offend anybody in the audience, but in this case, I got to talk about race. They're looking at us like, wait a minute, you're taking jobs away. And I'm like, all of this stuff was created. It's a lie. It's a divide. And since white women are the primary beneficiaries of DI and affirmative action, why are they hating us when we can't even use it? Why? Because it's there, and it's implied that blacks get these programs. Now, I'm not going to get too deep into that. Another subject for another day. So if Donald Trump comes and says, get rid of DI and affirmative action, if we're not the ones that benefit from it the most, how is that hurting the black community? Because that's the argument that they use to say that Donald Trump is hurting the black community. We weren't the ones to benefit from it. Does that make sense or no?
No, it makes plenty of sense. Also, I remember, and I hate to say, the Asian community were actually more upset than the black community that affirmative action. Who's Claudia?
Oh, Lawrence, your sweetheart. I don't know, Claudia. It must have been a typo, but go ahead.
But he's wrong on that. But I digress.
Damage. It gets heated. I'm so sorry.
I mean, I'm telling you.
This hasn't been heated. Like, we've been talking about normal shit. What are you guys talking about heated for?
No, I was just saying to the chat, like, they may think that it's heated. So at the end of the day, you guys, I feel there's a lot of things. Like I said, I'm about America first. I am about America first. It's nice that now there's a
yeah, fucking rights. God bless.
Nothing wrong with being in Canada, but I don't live in Canada. You should feel pride about your country. I'm not telling you not to, but
no. Shut the fuck up. Canadians are retarded. Don't talk about my country.
Right. See, Damage knows that's what I'm talking about. So Damage, if that's the case, like you say, you're correct. Getting rid of it, because the argument with Donald Trump, because I keep saying, how is Donald Trump racist? No one can really say. But somebody did say, because he took away DEI and affirmative action, but black people were not the ones that benefited from it.
Grumpy, you're dead wrong. I was talking about his contradiction, so to speak. That's not a moot point. When I was bringing up the Central Park Five and his relationship with Mike Tyson, it's not a moot point whatsoever. I was just showing you how, on the one aspect, you could say, oh, he's racist, oh, he's this and he's that. But then you look at his relationships with certain people, including Mike Tyson, and be like, well, maybe he's not. That's what I was. That's the point.
Your argument through the fight, the San Francisco Five or whatever the fuck it was. You had no argument then, so now you're like, hey, there's this
you're
other
good,
fighter.
You're good. I know you're never afraid. I see you. See you in
Damage always, he's always there.
Voltaire, what was your question to Quan? I'm sorry.
I thought that you said that there was no connection, and now you've remembered a connection now that can dismiss.
No, that was the contradiction I was talking about.
Oh.
But I don't think that contradiction is accurate.
Yeah. What does it contradict?
What I'm saying is, on the one hand, if you're certain people are going to feel this way, and then when in our community, again, this was back, and again, he was in a different space at that time. This was about 1989. He wasn't even into politics.
Okay.
But two to 3 years later, again, still outside of politics, when everybody, white, black, blue, and yellow, was against Mike Tyson, Donald Trump was the only one to stand up for him.
Who the fuck was against Mike Tyson ever?
No, hold
when he
on.
went through he had legal issues.
During the grape allegations, people were calling him
okay. There's
That's what I was
not a
talking
fight,
about.
not a fight, a
Now you
judicial
understand
fight.
what I'm saying, that right?
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay.
Fair enough.
That's what I was talking about.
So,
everybody and their mother was vilifying Mike Tyson during that time.
I got you. Donald Trump had his back.
And Donald Trump was the only, and I'm gonna be honest, he was the only celebrity that stood up for Mike Tyson at that time.
So
that's why I say I have to call it down the middle.
Okay, I see your point.
So you have justice to have both Trump leanings and opposite leanings, right?
I mean, you can't have it both ways. You can't.
Well, you can if we're trying to argue, we're trying to have a conversation. You're just saying that you have Trump leanings, but you can also understand other people.
Yeah, you can understand both sides, absolutely.
But you have Trump leanings, so which makes sense. Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. It's
you
valuable.
Trump leaning? What's that?
What?
Did you say Trump leaning?
No. Well, I guess yes, but I mean, like, it's valuable to know your understanding of Trump if we're going to have conversations forward.
Well, he has. It's like everybody else. He has good points and bad points.
Exactly.
We all have good points and bad points.
I believe
Barack Obama had good points and bad points. I mean, he's no different.
You want to fight about Trump?
Do I want to what?
Fight about Trump?
There's no fight.
Why?
I mean, let's face it. As far as I'm concerned, he's got a B+ in his presidency. I mean, B-, excuse me. B- in his presidency. Biden had a D. Who would you rather have as president?
No, I'm just. I'm just to
saying.
Be honest, I'm on Trump's side. I was on Trump's side. I have been on Trump's side, but I'm just glad to hear that. I wanted to hear your arguments, and I'm satisfied.
Hey, Agent Smitty, I think what's important to remember, because number one, the allegations that Tyson was facing, if a person was racist, it would be easy to jump down that bandwagon. When you talk about the Central Park 5, that's something that never can be rectified. The information that was put out there, Donald Trump ran with that. He absolutely did. Donald Trump was not anywhere near presidency. He was not in office. He was, yes, he influenced the media in certain ways.
Regular mogul. He was just a regular mogul, and anybody could have asked his fucking opinion at any point in time ever.
Journalist, but the information, the ones that had the duty to prosecute the case and present the facts failed. They failed them. I'm not saying that Donald Trump, didn't do wrong there, but I'm saying that if a person was truly racist, because I can't justify that, but the ones that was trying to case the jurors and the evidence that was put forward, as well as the officer that lied during the investigation, people, not just Donald Trump, ran with what was told, and Donald Trump, feeling that anger, again, I'm not making excuses, uses money to put out ads and stuff like that. Those are the facts. If a person was truly a racist,
can I help you out?
Yeah, sure. Give me 1 second. If a person was truly a racist, it would have been easy. He didn't just defend Tyson. He defended people that other people would have just looked the other way. And a racist would not have done that. Wouldn't have done it. They would have just said, you know what? You get what you deserve, because a racist would see all black men the same way, all black men as aggressive. So I can't say that Donald Trump is a racist. Go ahead, Voltaire.
Wasn't the what the fuck? Staten. What's the park? What's the park you guys been talking about?
Oh, Central Park.
The Central 3?
5.
5. Okay. So how does that have to do with Trump? First of all,
Huh?
No. Okay, so what he was actually full on like those people are guilty right off the bat. Like that's one
Yeah,
thing. Like
he actually had called for the death penalty.
Yep.
Because he thought that they were
Because
guilty
he thought they
based
were.
off the information that was put out there.
Let me finish.
So I'm not a huge Donald Trump defender. Like to me, he's like a MAGA is more than a man. He's not a retard, but he's damn close to one. So all I'm saying is that I'd rather that guy than anything that Democrats could possibly come up with. And the fact that and he's actually like a secret genius, or he comes up with shit. Like he's great at trolling. He's great at fucking he's great at media. Just being like, nah, fuck, you're fake news.
Can you send me an article? That person that put that in the chat, can you send that to me? Supreme Court ruling on gerrymandering just squashed down. They let
that's good.
down that road. Can you send that?
Shit. All right, fuck. All right, I seen you on X, Rach. So I'm just gonna send you all the news that I can.
Oh, you seen me? Okay, yeah. No, I gotta get used to using the app. I'm not good with it, but I'm gonna try. Because that's where I need to be to get the latest on the news. Wait, Claude, are we still friends? We good?
Yeah, of course.
I'm looking for this.
I thought we were making progress.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Dang, I'm looking for the latest on it.
The nation's highest courts.
Claude, fuck, we talked about Mom Donnie. Like what was the greatest part, like when you were alive? What year was the greatest part, like New York ever had? Or it was like, you know what? This is some good shit.
What?
Voltaire, and you know what? I've given Voltaire a lot of grace tonight. Y'all know usually I don't let y'all come up and interview me now, but I like Voltaire. Usually I'm looking at you guys like, what? But I like Voltaire. Claude, Voltaire has a question for you.
Yeah, but I'm trying. Did he say the greatest park?
What? No, I just said like
what the greatest part of New York?
Uncle. Just remember, like you said, you're a fucking Democrat in New York City, right? Like, what's?
I never said I was a Democrat. I said I'm an independent thinker. But go ahead.
Sorry. What was your favorite part about New York back in the day?
I would still say Times Square. Times Square is vastly different from what it was in the beginning. Now, to be fair, that's one of the very few things that Giuliani did correctly in New York, because Times Square used to be filthy. It used to be. I'm not talking about Giuliani. I'm just talking authentically.
I'm
talking about. Hold on.
Tell me authentically. You said Times Square. That's fucking. That's shitty as fuck. What does it look like now that you want to fucking hate it?
Finish.
All right, sorry, brother. Sorry.
You have to let me finish.
Well, Terry going in.
Because the reason that I have to bring up Giuliani is because he cleaned up Times Square. Times Square was filthy. When I started, that's why I have to bring him up. In the late 80s and early 90s, Times Square everything was X-rated. You couldn't, after a certain time of night, you couldn't go there.
People are poking each other back then. What?
Listen, Times Square was nothing but peep shows and
pokey pokes.
Well, if you want to put it that way, that's what it was back in those days. And Giuliani cleaned it up. So I have to give him credit.
Sorry. To me, it's hilarious. It's like
But
I don't live in the city, and like there's a bunch of woods out everywhere, and that's what they do, the pokey poke. But you guys like for
no,
like
I mean
the little
Times Square
square,
was
the little
very
Times
seedy,
Square, the little
very
fucking
seedy
thing.
back
You
in the
guys,
late 80s.
you guys got the tiniest little bit in a fucking a metropolis, and you guys are like, yeah, no, we're still gonna go fuck each other in the fucking bushes. Sorry,
I'm
I thought
telling
that
you,
was
Times
funny.
Square. If you remember back in those days, if anybody is in their 50s and 60s, in the there was a stretch from the
It makes
70s
sense,
to
right?
the early 90s where Times Square was extremely seedy.
Fucking right.
You wanted
shit was
nothing to do with Times
banging, and actually in a literal sense. You couldn't hear it, but everybody's banging.
But now, 99% of the tourism is in Times Square. The tourists wouldn't even dare go into Times Square 40 years ago. Wouldn't dare think of it. But now,
is Times Square still the fucking traffic mania?
Oh, of course. I mean, it's still it's still a mess as far as traffic is concerned.
So the picture they're taking is just giant billboards in the middle of something that is like a two-way street coming into a five-way, three-way street. Like what?
Well, there's so many things that happen in Times Square. You have Broadway there. You have
no. I mean, I understand like the history. I'm just saying, how pathetic is it now?
When you say pathetic, what do you mean?
I mean, like
as far as parking and
these
driving
people that are just
quality of life.
No, I'm sorry. No, I don't need pathetic. Like, we don't need to talk about pathetic that way, because there's going to be a lot of pathetic in all those ways with everybody else in fucking any other country. But it's the pathetic, like the thing that used to make New York, like Times Square. That was just, it was a beautiful thing. Fucking like it,
I mean, Times Square is still beautiful. I think maybe there's too many tourist traps, so to speak. There's too many. The mom and pop stores that used to make vintage Times Square stuff are no longer there. Now they're just bigger, and that's part of the problem in general. There are bigger corporations now that occupy Times Square, and it's taken some of the.
In general, you say it's worse. Why is it worse? What is it in general that you need to complain about?
I don't know if it's I think now the crime has gotten out of control.
Crime? We're talking about individuals who
have Times Square, but see, after a certain time, and let's say from the hours of, we've seen a couple of shootings in Times Square, which it would have never happened beforehand. Would have never happened.
What the hell would do? Like, fuck me. Like, what the hell did we do with these criminals? Like, we're trying to fucking just figure out shit. Me and you. All of us on this fucking channel. We're trying to figure out shit, and fucking people are trying to steal, trying to kill us, and the Richie Rich are just trying to manipulate us and control us. Yeah. Sorry, I'm looking through my fridge and just looking at the possibilities of insanity that we have to deal with.
Hey, room shaker.
A room shaker?
I think the death. You know what? I know a lot of people don't feel this way. I do feel the death penalty should come back.
Death penalty? You want to talk about the death penalty?
I think it should come back.
All right. So when I say like certain people need to be put in a box, right? That just makes sense. Not like a dead. I'm just talking like prison. Certain people just need to be put in a box. And you can tell they're freaking out. They're fucking fucked. They can't even they can't do anything. They're just retarded, fucking fucked. They belong in the box, right? And then if they can be all right in the box, they're cool in the box. But then there's people that you can't choose that they gotta go in the box. They're the ones who fucking gotta go out of the box. Like you've done things that we don't, we're not gonna pay the taxes on you to live forever. You've done so and so, and we have all the video camera fucking footage on it. The proof that you fucking murdered everybody. Yeah, no, it's like no, they're just you put them behind the shed, so like behind the box. The box is the shed, okay?
What you getting
So
at?
now you put them behind the box, like, and then you just actually you shoot them, and fucking that's the end of fucking everything. How is this not the best legal system?
I think that I don't know. Like I don't have a problem with capital punishment, especially we were talking about firing squads the other day. I don't have a problem with any of that stuff. I just think that the problem comes, Queen. I just think that the problem comes in where you have to be 100% sure. Like Claude likes to talk about Central Park 5 a lot.
All right, so okay, we see that. Hold on. No, you just gave your argument. You just gave your argument to my argument. So
because of those reasons, I am for capital punishment, but without a shadow of a doubt.
Well, it's different. Now we have DNA evidence. Hey, Room Shaker. I mean, back then there was no DNA evidence.
Let's say, okay, I'm going to give you guys just like hypothetical. There's a guy who's fucking, he was witnessed murdering the person and the fucking, all the
language. Try to say underline. We gotta be careful because of the algorithm, but go ahead.
So all the evidence points towards him, like he's definitely the murderer. Go ahead.
Voltaire,
what did he say?
Sorry, yeah, no, I fucked that up.
What are you talking about?
I was trying to fucking focus towards so much that I can't now remember where the fuck I was trying to go.
Redirect.
We'll
redirect. We'll redirect. So I think that you guys, what I was saying, again, I don't try to push Donald Trump on you guys. I don't try to push anything on you guys, really. But I do like to just tell you guys what's going on. And it doesn't mean that I agree with everything. I just like to break things down and tell you guys what's going on. And then we could talk about that. The capital punishment, that was something that'll, that they're pushing. I was talking about firing squad. I talk about the war in Iran. Not because I want there to be a war in Iran, but there is a war in Iran. And sometimes that makes people upset. Race relations, DI, affirmative action, all of those things are things that's happening now. And there's a lot that's going on. With that being said, you still have the trial with Maduro. I keep talking about the trial with Maduro and Tyler Robinson. Those are big deals. Those are very high profile cases. And those are the things that I usually talk about. You want to talk about any one of those things? I'm always here for it. If you want to talk about the past,
they haven't set a date. They haven't set a date yet for either one of those trials, have they?
No, there has been progress with the Tyler Robinson. Oh, thank you, Queen K. So are you. You're beautiful inside and out. You're very attractive. I think, no, there has been some. I was gonna stream. I actually was gonna show you guys the Tyler Robinson trial. But remember, that's when my channel was under strict scrutiny because of the strikes. I didn't show you. So there's been a little bit with Tyler Robinson. Oh, what else is happening right now?
I think that's pre-trial though. It didn't really set.
Did you guys hear about the? I was gonna do a vertical with you guys tonight. Did you guys hear? No, the Tanya Robinson case is moving. Erica Kirk is asking for that to, what do you call it? To speed things up. What is the term I'm looking for, you guys?
Expedite, I guess.
Yeah, she wants to get this done. So she's starting to push for that. And Erica Kirk is starting to respond to Candace Owens, and I think that is an interesting exchange, you guys.
That's good. I'm so sick of
Candace has bit off more than she can chew with this battle between Laura Loomer and her. And when I tell you that these people beef more than they go low.
What do you think about Erica Kirk?
I feel that she's been mistreated.
They're not together. They're both. JD Vance is happily married. What are you talking about? About to have another baby. Go ahead, Claude.
No, I think Erica Kirk has been mistreated by the media. I think she's in a catch-22. I think she's done as well as she possibly has.
I agree with you, actually. Yeah, fucking right, Uncle. Let's go.
I like her. I don't see anything. I don't understand why she gets criticized as much as she does. She's a grieving widow, and they just back to the.
They're not having an affair. Illuminegro, they're not having an affair. That's fake news. You're part of the problem. You're part of the problem with lies being spread. Okay, Illuminegro, let's do this. She's public, and I assume that you've never privately spoken to Erica Kirk, nor have you spoken to JD Vance. So therefore, you had to have gotten something from the media. Can you cite your source about them having an affair together? Okay. Not about to lie about the Republic, about these two. Now, if they were having an affair, that would be on every news station. No, JD Vance is happily married. Oh, that sounds fun. Oh, what is it about? Did you guys hear about that cop that is on fire? She sparked like this racist debate between the blacks and the Mexicans. Angela Gonzalez.
I heard about that.
Yeah, so there's just dumb stuff that's happening. No, the Negro, you fine, but I'm gonna ask you to cite your source if you say that somebody's having an affair.
Hold on, I have to ask you, Miss you. I gotta ask you a question.
Ask.
May I?
Huh?
May I?
Oh, sure. I said ask.
Oh, sorry. Have you heard of the Wilsons at all?
Which Wilsons are we talking about?
Andrew Rachel Wilson.
I think so. What are you talking about? Sweetie.
Like it's not a huge pressing thing. I'm trying to say that you should check out Rachel Wilson. She's a fucking gem. She's got me she follows me on X, and yeah,
okay. Yeah, just send it to me. I'll check it out. I hope that you guys don't ever feel I'm talking down to you. Don't ever feel that I think I'm better. I don't. You can talk your ish agent. My dog is trying to get out of my room. Okay, you guys.
Spicy Fantasia strikes again.
Yeah, she's trying to tear my house up because I have a bunch of stuff in my house right now from moving out my storage and all that stuff. So she's having a field day. But okay, you guys. Well, I was hoping to get that article about gerrymandering, so I'm gonna have to come back with that one. I really just wanted to come live and just chat with you guys for a bit and touch bases with you. I don't see anything about I see Hexath spoke, but that was too long for me to share with you guys. I didn't see anything about the gerrymandering news, which I really wanted, but I don't see it, so I can't talk about it until I do my own homework. So we won't. No. Because I would have just played it for you, but I don't see it.
Yeah, I'm just here because I enjoy everything you post, and you just get like you're down to earth. You're just like the dirt. Like
I appreciate you.
You're like the one that you know what I mean. Like you're living off the bottom, and that's to me that's all I can ask for anybody is just to use the dirt. I don't know if that makes sense to most people, but
Yeah.
I hope it makes sense to you.
I appreciate you. Listen to this crazy cop. It's off subject.
Yeah, she's a real piece of work.
Sorry, listen.
I will always and forever say that I fucking hate. Oh my god, I fucking hate. Like I hate y'all.
Y'all want to see it?
Like I oh, we were slaves. This is that. I don't know. But like for
do we need to see retards being retards?
Like oh my god, like I was literally eating food with my
Oh my god. Why don't you call my mom? Call my mom, and the mom calls and she's like, "Oh my god, release my daughter! Don't have my daughter."
Well, Tab.
Oh my god, I was grabbing my heel and like, what the well, like whatever, right?
This goes on for a minute. Let's go.
It felt to say out loud.
Now that's racism, but you have people defending her, saying that hey, she has the right to free speech.
My god,
Well, she does.
oh my god, I felt like I was back to work. Like I kid you not. I don't know what the fuck came over me. I grabbed that by the neck and I was like, "Come here, you."
Why did I play from there? I should have played it from TMZ.
I mean, obviously, it's a call to. I mean, it's not a call to violence. It's a threat to violence. Man.
Okay, Queen.
And I was like, what the are you gonna possibly say? Like, are you gonna call 911 because I called you a no, right? Oh my god, I don't know. This didn't record, but it was like I'm kind of glad it didn't record because it was like me expressing how much I hated black people. Like, let me get a black person on a 911 call tomorrow, especially you're going to jail. I don't know. You're getting treated like a bunch of
Damn. So
I'm happy she got fired.
again?
Well, I just want to say one thing. Like, society needs to put those people in a padded box. Like they live their life in a padded box, alternate reality. They want to live in an alternate reality, so we just let them live in one, but their cells are a padded box.
Oh, thank you for the source. I got it. I appreciate you. No, what do I think about stuff like that? Nothing. I think that
nothing. You're willing to allow that in a civil society.
I didn't say. Did I say that? Did I say that?
You said it. No. What? No. You said. What do you think about it? And you said nothing. So I asked you.
You just started talking. You didn't let me finish.
Well, come on.
People will. Let me explain my point. People
go on.
will use whatever they can to get you angry. I was more upset about the people wanted to get a GoFundMe for her and the people that wanted to excuse it. Listen, you have the right to say what you want, but it doesn't relieve you of the consequences. And the backlash that she's gotten, she's been trying to apologize. She's been trying to do all these things. And then she got fired. Obviously, she's going to get fired because she's a police officer.
She already fired. They're trying to make sure she don't. Yeah, she already got fired. She already got let go.
It does hurt to hear
people
talk that way, but that's what I consider like, obviously it's racist speech and there's no place for it. But I just thought like she's Mexican. Like how do you feel this way? Like do you hate yourself so much? I just look at people and I just look at where they're from and my issue more than what she said as a Mexican lady is her position of power. She's a police officer. That's more my issue versus what she said. The arresting people because she sees that they're black and stuff like that. It's like I look
I
at the
mean,
individual and I say, you know what, you got to deal. By Voltaire, you got to deal with that individual. What black dude did her wrong? Aja Smitty, I don't know what the hell her problem was.
yeah, she's
But I was
somebody
just
broke her heart. Somebody broke
what?
her heart, and somebody broke her heart, and she was trying to get some revenge. That's what it was.
I think that she's had that in her and that she's just because anytime I appreciate you 23B, right? It's something you get me. Anytime you feel that confident to record that and put it out there, they're telling you that they're racist and this is how they feel and they don't give a damn what you think. And a lot of people are getting money for speech like that. I can't say somebody's beliefs make them like I know what you guys are saying that conservatives are racist to certain no.
I mean, everybody's
You gotta look at
entitled
the
to
individual.
their own
Let me look for
belief.
her
That's why
apology.
it's called believe. You believe it. You feel me? Whatever you believe, that's what you believe. That's whatever you feel me. That's why a lot of people don't agree on religion and politics because it's based off of belief. Whatever you believe in. So I mean,
I just went to that's what's going viral right now. And I was looking at it and I was just like,
man, it's a bunch of other stuff going viral than that. That's old. That's old news. You feel me? It's some. You hear about the dude that chopped up his mother?
I heard about the dude that chopped up his mom.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
And he flushed part of
crazy,
her in the
yo.
toilet. Like he was flushing
What?
her and
Yes,
poor Claude. I'm gonna let
and
Claude
he
go.
chopped
I'm
her up.
trying
He
to
chopped her
find
up. He chopped her up and had pieces of her in a freaking suitcase.
yeah, no, I seen that. I seen
That
that.
is that is
And then
ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous.
another a little boy had drowned in the tub. It was like a little 5-year-old baby.
Mm-hmm.
Some shit.
I've
Like I
seen it.
don't know.
Everywhere you go.
It's a lot of strange stuff going on.
There's a
Then
lot of
did you
stuff
see that?
going on.
Did y'all have y'all been keeping tabs on that David story?
Which
Yeah,
story?
The
David,
David,
yeah.
the little singer dude.
Oh yeah, that's oh god.
Buddy is
That's
sick.
disturbing. That's very
Buddy is
disturbing.
sick. Yes, Buddy is sick. And people need to be watching their kids because you never know who's you know talking to your child.
Yeah, that's very, very difficult now.
So, yeah, man. So it's like just gotta
All right,
be
you
cautious
guys.
out there, man. Mu, man. Shout out to you, Uncle Claude. Shout out to you too, man. You feel me?
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
man.
So,
Y'all standing, y'all doing y'all big one, man. Y'all don't let the naysayers, say what they say. Y'all don't gotta explain nothing to nobody on here. Everybody free to do whatever they want to do. Talk about what they want to talk about. Be who they want to be. I just hate how everybody be trying to gatekeep and act like, oh, you can't go here, you can't do this. Like, it is what it is.
do what you do. I mean,
That's why I
I know what
call myself free soul, because I go where I want.
yeah. Well, you guys,
So y'all enjoy y'all day.
I appreciate you. Thank you
You
for coming
too.
up. Thank you.
Appreciate
No
you.
problem. It's no problem, man. I know we may disagree on certain views and stuff, but I don't hate nobody, you feel me, for
Neither do I.
thinking how they think.
Neither do I.
At the end of the day, we all gonna have our own perspectives, but it ain't no room for hate just because we don't agree. feel me? We could
People
agree to
overpower.
disagree, and you feel me? Still have a intellectual dialogue.
Yeah. Okay. Appreciate you.
Appreciate y'all.
All right, Claude. Well, thank you for hanging out with me for everything. I appreciate that mic napper, Dragonfly Jones. You guys be on it. You have a good day, Quan.
You know what? I for the most part, yeah, it was better than yesterday. I tell you, my back is doing a lot better, so I'm happy for that.
Okay, good.
I'm just grateful, man. You've come such a long way, and I'm very happy for you.
Thank you.
It's right around the corner now. You can just grasp it, right? 4
I
years.
ain't think about it more. I don't think about it. I'll come by on when I meet that milestone. I don't think about it too much. Thank you, Agent Smitty. You're cool too. Yeah, I have 4 years, May 21st, but it's just another, then I'll reach for 5. That's all.
So I thank you once again for being the gracious hostess that you are.
Always.
And go Trump.
You don't mean that. You don't mean that. You just say that right now. I guess it's a start. All right. Dang. Every time y'all can y'all remind me when the last person gets off camera, then I'm like boom right in y'all face. Well, that was a healthy exchange. I really wanted to I'm okay. I am okay. We got through the interview. We got through the day. Are we still friends? We spoke about a lot of stuff that was kind of sensitive, but I just good night, Jerome. I just wanted to talk about some of the things that people say against Trump and conservatives, like the racism and the speech and stuff like that, and just kind of dissect it. I'm not here to try to convince you guys of anything, at all. But it's okay to talk about it. So, thank you, Dragonfly. Okay, you guys. I need to, before I go to sleep, I'm going to, thank you, Grumpy. I'm going to get out of here because I want to, I think I'm going to play a little bit of Donald Trump, but not here because I need to rest a little bit. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for your support. And I will talk to you guys very soon. Grumpy, you did a good live stream. Damage, it's good seeing you. Claude, thank you for coming up. My girl Krista. Voltaire, I see you guys. Thank you guys that support me. You can leave me comments on my community posts. I do respond, and I appreciate you guys. Have a good night, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.